Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to practice this week? What kind of ideas can I give you to really start focusing on and implementing steps that you can take to try to be at least a little bit, if not a lot better, now and in the future than you have been in the past? So we want to always talk about baby steps, easy action steps. So we're going to start with level 1. Okay, I want you guys to focus on at least increasing your knowledge base. I've taken a lot of time to put together some good hand-selected articles that I think are very much worth your time to at least get your level of knowledge up, which you know influences your thoughts and actions and behaviors. So that alone is going to change you. So just read a little bit and absorb some of this information. The second aspect to a level 1 practice this week is I want you guys to start looking at labels. I'm not even asking you to choose this or choose that yet. That's level 2. Level 1, we're just observing. We're looking. We're training ourselves to observe the difference between a highly processed food, a minimally processed food, and a very natural or whole state processed food. So start looking at the labels. How many chemicals are there? How many ingredients are listed? Is it a lot or a little? Are there a lot of words on there that you can't even pronounce, that you've never even heard of before? You have no idea what that word is or what it means or what it refers to. Just observe. Start looking at every label. Now, level 2 practice. We're going to do 2 things. I call it the addition and subtraction rule. What I've learned from psychology is it's easier to add something to a lifestyle than it is to yank something away. So we're going to start with the addition rule. Simple. We just want to start adding whole foods to the diet, or more whole foods to the diet. So you can, if you need a list, go get a list. I've already given you a list with some of the stuff we started in previous challenges as far as healthy foods. You can take that list to the grocery store and start buying more of those items and inserting them into your day, which works perfectly for the more meals per day challenge, which we've talked about in the past. So for instance, an addition rule would look like adding some natural nuts or seeds or fruits or vegetables as your snacks or into your day. Another option here might be adding a side salad instead of a French fry side. Okay? So think of it that way. I just want to start adding some of the healthier things into my diet. Nice, easy, gentle step to take. Now we take it up a notch and we start subtracting or removing things. Not too painful when you do it small and systematically, but we want to start subtracting, reducing processed foods from our diet. Okay? So I want you to again go back to looking at the labels and start looking at options. My alternatives here for ketchup or a condiment or a food, a can, a box that I'm selecting is how many ingredients are on this one versus this one. I will almost always try to choose the one that has the fewer ingredients. I will almost always try to choose the one that I know what these words are and I can pronounce them and I know where they come from and what they look like. So that's going to help you just in that level 2 practice alone, the addition and subtraction rule. Now if we want to take it up another notch to level 3, we're actually starting to really try to drastically change the percentage of whole foods that we're consuming to processed foods. We want to increase the percentage of processed foods. I think you guys should do right now, you should think about what percentage of processed foods am I consuming in my given diet in a week? Is it 40%? Is it 80%? 90%? We just simply want to start reducing it. Okay? Or if you want to think about it a different way, we want to start increasing the percentage of whole foods in our diet throughout any given week. Okay? So we want to start adding more and adding more. Or you can think of it both ways. I want to start adding a lot more, reducing. Overall, my goal is to take that 90% processed foods number and I want to reduce it down to 60, 50, 40, 30. Take it as far as you can take it. So there's one more thing on the level 3. I want to challenge you guys, if you're not already doing it, I want you to start trying to look at scheduling a night or a meal with the family, with a loved one, with a friend, and start actually cooking a meal from scratch. You're buying the actual ingredients as they fall off the tree or come out of the ground. Natural, healthy things. You guys are actually chopping them up, cooking them, and seasoning them with healthy things that you can pronounce the words on the label. Cooking a whole food meal. If you're already doing this, what I want to urge you to do is do it with the rest of the family, or make it a bigger deal. Or if you're doing it a couple nights a week, I want you to do it a couple more nights a week. I want you to just try to take it to another level as far as the percentage of foods and then how you're preparing them and the time that you're putting into preparing them and making it an event and making it a lifestyle and making it a family thing, making it a lifelong thing. So I want you guys to enjoy this week. There's a little bit more here as far as level 1, 2, 3 than we have in some of the previous challenges, but I think you deserve it to commit to it and see what happens. Enjoy.